needless to say, long story short, she literally tried to off herself in the back of my house.
With like a knife.
With like a lot.
In
like,
really
with, like,
weird ways.
Yeah, like with a shower curtain and with like a...
So you're just running around trying to save her from herself.
Yeah.
She tried to choke herself
She's
on
using
bread.
inefficient
Wait
weapons.
a minute.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Once Upon a BNB.
Go Ian.
It made me intro the episode today for my first time. They told me about 1 second ago, so
I mean, you
You
gotta take
did
your
well, you
virginity,
did
yeah.
well.
Intro virginity.
you popped it.
Pop the intro cherry.
The people who popped it were Maha.
Love popping cherries.
Mine's crazy.
Moneybags Maha, Cherry Popper Maha.
Cherry Popper Maha.
Not Maha F Baby anymore.
Oh, I forgot. I haven't even tried Maha F Baby as part of the
Right.
intro. It's been my nickname for like 15 years.
Yeah.
You haven't.
Well,
It
anyway.
shows your age, though. It shows your age.
It does, but whatever.
What's age? It's relative.
Nothing but a number.
Is only Maha sitting here?
I know. Hello.
Well, I was like, we have two Anns today. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm blowing it. All right. I was like, did we normally just introduce each other? I thought no. Yeah. But I was like, I fucked up the first time, but all right. And then we got Anns. Say hey, Anns.
Hi, everyone. I love your name.
Anna,
Yes.
I love your name, too.
Thank you. It's Annsleigh, but Anns is my nickname.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Like Annsleigh Maha. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I tell people all the time. You try to tell people that in a club and they still can't hear you.
You're like, so my grandfather started that whole plaza.
The whole plaza.
That was me.
Because my name is so long, I'm like trying to talk to a dude. I'm like, it's Annsleigh. And they're like, what? It's just too long. I'm like, just say A.
You don't have a fake name.
actually
give guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to be like,
If it's cute, I might get
Ashley's
my real
close
name.
to the real name, though, so that's...
Easy
There's
to
so
remember.
many Ashleys.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it a good fake name.
It is. I don't have a fake name I give to guys.
His Moneybags
you're
Maha is
drunk,
real.
Moneybags Maha, like, does the job, so...
Her drunk name is Mahismo.
That's true. Anyways, this is Anna. We didn't introduce her. This is our guest today.
Hi,
My good friend Anna. Welcome to the show.
How did Maha and Anna know each other, I wonder?
Oh, God. We don't even want to talk about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
We both dated these two douchebag best friends back in the day.
They
Hope
weren't
they're not
that bad.
listening.
We had good times, though, because we could go on group trips. They could go do their thing, and the girls could do
Trips, you say?
trips.
That's kind of the point of this podcast.
Hey. We haven't gotten there yet.
I
but-
love them when that happens. You're dating the guys and the girls become friends.
Right.
Yeah, well,
and now we're
that's the
like, fuck
reason.
them, but we're
Yeah,
still
'cause you know
good
everything
friends.
for a reason.
Mhm.
And so now we've known each other for what, like 11 years? 12 years? 11?
Yeah, not that long, but you know.
I over-exaggerate a little
Right.
bit. It's been a while.
She also rounds up her age by like 2 years every
I
time.
do it like
but-
Korean style. Like, they do that.
They run
This
their
is my,
age
like,
They
I'm
do.
34, but this is my 35th year of life.
Yeah, so they start with inception, and then after the first of the
Oh,
new year, they automatically
Count
go.
zero. That's-
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Mm.
I guess. But
I do that with my height, too. Foot.
there you go. I'm in the 6th foot of my
Yes,
height,
height.
but yeah.
I mean, you have a 6-foot personality, Ian.
The 6 even? Or?
That's hilarious. Just 6 foot even?
Okay, back to trip.
Yeah, right. So where are you from, Anna? Tell us about yourself.
I'm kind of from a little bit of everywhere. I guess you could say Tennessee. I've been down here a long time. Lived in Kentucky for a while too. Yeah.
Are you whispering? I feel like I've never heard you
don't
talk
know.
this
Am I
quietly in
whispering? I don't
my
know. I
entire
don't
life.
know.
You're loud ass, but
I love your southern twang.
No, I'm super
Oh,
country.
yeah.
It's bad.
It's kind of cool, though.
It's like an amalgamation of all types of different
Because
countries.
you said Kentucky, Tennessee.
and then
I
she
got
uses
cousins
words
in
like
Louisiana.
amalgamation. What the hell is that even? I've
you
never-
know, like,
she loves
The
vocabulary
vocabulary,
words.
yeah.
Yeah.
but I sound really country most of the time. I mispronounce them too. She catches.
Oh, I
me on
love
it.
to correct
Oh
her.
my
It's like my
God.
favorite thing.
Oh my gosh, Maha. She's
I'm
so
one of
annoying.
those
She's
people.
so annoying. And let me get something right.
She's getting her back because of the vocabulary disparity. You're
Right, yes. I'm jealous of her vocabulary.
not even pronouncing it right, right?
She'll like look it up, see.
I like
Fucking
go to the
douchebag.
bathroom, sneak off, listen to Google say it right, and then come back.
She's a douchebag. Okay, traveling.
Right.
We've traveled a lot together.
We have.
Literally a lot. She came to visit me in Thailand, stayed like a month.
Oh, wow.
You said that me in Thailand, after being like, I've lived in like Kentucky and like Tennessee.
She just left Thailand off the list.
Just a little bit, but I feel
Bearing
like a
the lead.
douchebag. Like, I lived in Thailand.
I mean,
How long did you live there?
you did, though.
For like a year.
Okay, it's cool.
It was fun. It was fun. But yeah, she was like one of the only people that came to see me.
Aww.
Gosh, that was one of my favorite trips ever. Like,
That's
Thailand is amazing if you haven't been.
What brought you to Thailand?
Teaching. I used to work in a research lab, and then it just got a little too much. And I was like bartending, doing a lot of stuff. And so I just decided to move to Thailand. So I taught science in Thailand at like an international school.
That's cool.
It was cool. It was a really neat experience. And I mean,
Wow.
it was cheap to fly on Air Asia. And so I was flying somewhere new every weekend.
And I was telling y'all earlier, because she's a white lady, they literally put her on billboards. They would put her in parades. They would like take her to like weddings
So
and
you were
funerals.
famous.
Yeah.
In the small town, not famous, but like it was just like if you knew a foreigner, especially like a Westerner, like
And
you
a
were
white
literally the token. Regardless, because if you were black, like if like
They
Hopi was
assumed
black,
you're like,
they thought he was like into sports. And then another friend of like in the neighboring town, they were like, "Oh, you're like Beyonce." Like it's just like you just get carried around like a token.
Yeah.
And I went to like 4 funerals.
They
Of
were
random people. Yeah. 'cause
They just
like-
invited you.
Yeah, because like if you were there as a Westerner, it meant that they were like
Important.
yeah in the society.
Wow.
One. I didn't mind. I went to all of
And you
them.
ate good.
It was amazing. Yeah.
She ate
Really
Thai
fun.
food before this podcast. She still eats nothing but Thai food,
I love
pretty
Thai
much.
food. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I chose Thailand.
Right. The food is bomb.
Food check.
Go to the source.
Right.
But yeah.
So
And they have really good whiskey too, and I'm a fan of that. Clearly, well, this is Tennessee, but
dark enough.
Right.
Maha tells us you're a flight attendant. You continued your traveling love.
mm-hmm.
Well, not to mention it at all, but how many places have you been? We know Maha goes everywhere.
I think
Do
she's
you
got
count?
me beat now as far as countries. I'm
I
at
have
like
the
36,
app, you know, the
37.
BN app or whatever. I think I'm in the 40s.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's an app for that?
There's an
Yeah,
app.
there's
You
an app for
kind of
everything.
keep track, and then it shows you the little globe, and it highlights, and it makes you feel like shit about yourself because you're like, oh, I've been to 40 countries, 17% of the
Yeah,
world.
it tells you like what
And,
percentage
and you're
of the
like,
world.
Damn, well, I
And like
thought
what
I was doing
percentage of
good.
different like continents too. Like you've been to like 20% of Asia and like
Right.
1% of Africa.
That's
or
I just
whatever.
had the scratch off map. That's all I'm used
She
to.
got me one of those actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I forgot I gave, and I seen it, and I saw
And
it at
she was
your
like,
house.
"Oh, this is cool." I'm like, "Bitch, you got me that." She's like, "I want one of these." I was like, you literally bought me this, but
That is so cool. So when you travel, what are your normal living arrangements? I mean, we're Once Upon a BNB, but do you have like a preference? I feel like you're a veteran now.
Well, obviously, when I travel for work, they put you in hotels for
Mhm.
layovers, which is nice. It's made me a lot more bougie in like where I stay because
because this bitch has booked us some
Yeah.
literal
I was
flea
also like
motels.
22 years old and
Oh
broke as
my
fuck. Okay,
gosh.
literally, I lived my life. I spent all of my money on vacation, so we had to stay in the flea motel sometimes. Okay, don't shoot me. I was 22. Anyway, I'm bougie now. Oh.
We'll bleep it out.
Let's bleep it.
I said American Airlines.
That's why I was like, dang, I just
Spirit has
mentioned
made me
flight
really
attendant.
bougie. Spirit has made me
That's an
really
oxymoron right there.
That's hilarious.
But when you travel on your own, do you prefer
Airbnbs.
Yeah.
I
Does-
love Airbnb.
Will you pivot from the bougie hotel?
You mean Spirit?
Yeah. Will Spirit let you bleep, beep, beep? Well, Frontier Airlines let you use
Stay
your
somewhere else?
yeah. Well, I just had an
Well,
Airbnb.
they pay for it. Why would I? Like it's
Well,
all
yeah, but you can get
included.
stay in a sick B&B is my only.
No.
I actually just had a request from a guy who works for or is giving out vaccines at Mercedes-Benz, like his company, and he has per diem of like 163 a day. Wanted to book my house for like a month or two, and we're all like, it's sold. He's like, yeah, I just gonna see when the checkout date is, and then sorry, it's like a health code violation, so we can't put you in a B&B. It's got to be a hotel. So
I feel
there's
like
no
a
options
B&B is
there.
probably much
But
safer
no, it's
and
like
more
a-
sanitary.
Contract. Like they have
Yeah.
a contract.
A lot
It's
of
not like-
corporate-
yeah.
Elbow rubbing, don't like
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
But by myself, I stay at B&B.
Yeah.
I guess what's been your favorite feature? Like when you go to a B&B, I remember we stayed, it was like a villa and I love the stairs.
Okay.
Like, it was just like wrapped around. That was just my thing about it. Like, do you have to have a pool? You have to have.
If I'm on the beach, I don't have to have a pool because who swims in a pool when you have the ocean?
Right.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
But I do like rooftops or like a balcony without a roof because I like to star watch in the middle of the night. I like to get drunk and look at the stars.
Yeah, we did that in St. Martin in January.
That's what I hate about like living sometimes in a city because the pollution, you can't see the freaking stars.
Right. But Atlanta is like surprisingly decent as far as that. Like you can see it. Yes, like where I stay. I don't live right in the city. I live on the west side, but you can see the stars. Like you can see Orion and
that's my constellation. Every time I
see the only one I can ever see is Orion's belt.
That's the only one. Always in the sky.
It's always there. I'm like, yep, 3 stars. Soda pads.
Yeah, I like Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is one of my favorites.
Yeah, she knew all the constellations. We were staring for like hours drunk, and she was talking about how she always sees like shooting stars, and I was like, I never do. And literally, we saw like 2 or 3 that night.
Wow.
Apparently, I just don't stare at the stars long enough. But if you look long enough, you'll see them.
Yeah, definitely, especially on the ocean.
That's true.
Beetlejuice official constellation?
No, it's not it's the star. It's that red giant in Orion. You could probably see it in Orion. It makes up one of his arms, not the belt, but one of the arms. I think like the upper left one, and it's like bright red. That's Beetlejuice. I thought it was Betelgeuse for years, and I was like, swear to God, like when I was younger, and then like I was like, yeah, Betelgeuse, and somebody was like, you mean Beetlejuice? And I was
because you just wouldn't think it would be Beetlejuice,
right? Because the movie and all.
Yeah.
That's why I asked. I was like, no way. She just named one Beetlejuice. I wonder what thesaurus really or whatever.
right.
Told you I mispronounce things all the time. I just read it and just make up pronunciations.
That's so funny.
So your most recent trip, where'd you go?
Turks and Caicos.
Did y'all go?
Yeah. We went kayaking in the middle of the night.
Kayak with my dogs in the nighttime. Yeah.
That's a lyric?
No, I made that up. I was like rapping Migos while we were kayaking in the middle of the night. And
she had like a sweatshirt that said Atlanta on the back. I was like filming her. I was like, this is the most Atlanta shit ever.
So you can track down the footage for us.
I have the footage. Yeah,
we'll talk after the show.
Later. So obviously you have a ton of great travel stories, but there was one in particular that I wanted you to share.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wild one.
Yeah. So I went, it was like height of COVID, and I went to the Dominican Republic. And I've been a few times. I love the DR. It's a great place. So we fly direct there. It's great. So
Spirit flies there?
Spirit flies there. It's great. So the night before, I had friends at my house, and they tripped on, let's call it CBD.
Let's call it that.
So
I got that from you.
They were tripping on CBD, and one of the girls had a really bad trip, and she tried to kill herself in my house.
No.
Some strong CBD.
Oh, it was some real strong CBD.
Was she a normal CBD taker? Like, or this was her first time?
She was a normal one, like an avid one, had taken it many, many times.
Tripped a lot, yeah.
And I don't know
but
what
she normally trips.
Mm-hmm.
Girl,
you talking about mushrooms?
No, we're talking about CBD.
Acidic CBD, the acidic kind of CBD.
Right. So, needless to say, that happened.
That's not even the story.
It's not. I'm not even going to get into it because it's really a lot, and I'm still like traumatized slightly from it. So let's just not do it. But needless to say, long story short, she literally tried to off herself in the back of my house
with like a knife,
with like a lot,
in
like,
really
like
weird ways.
Yeah, like with a shower curtain and with like a.
So you're just running around trying to save her from herself.
Yeah,
she tried to choke herself on bread.
Inefficient weapon.
Wait a minute.
She tried to like jump out the window. It was like a lot going on, and it was
how many people were together?
4. And it was a lot going on, but it was just a lot. It was, I don't even want to go all the way into it. It was a lot.
Wow.
It was literally me like for 4.5 hours, 5 hours, literally trying to keep her from killing herself in my house. Anyway.
In very inefficient manner.
She was literally trying to asphyxiate herself on things. Like,
she's like, I'm going to eat a bunch of dry bread.
And and she was like, it was
I would have tied her to a freaking pole.
Well, yeah. I had like a pulled intercostal muscle for like a month because I had the bitch in a headlock. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot.
Oh my God.
Neither here nor there.
This is before we've left.
And she thanking you for her life.
Okay.
She did after, but I had to block her on everything. It was a lot. I was like, I just don't want to. Anyway, regardless. I didn't even go to sleep. I was like, I'm done. This is way too much. I got to get out of here. So I got on Airbnb. Found this really fucking cute Airbnb in the DR in Punta Cana. It was like, one bedroom, but with a sunroom, with a pool out, a rooftop that was like right on the beach. And it was like $120, $130 a night because it was COVID.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, booked. I got on the first flight. I still hadn't gone to sleep yet. I just left. So
it was a nice bed you just booked, though. So
it was beautiful. It was great. I love Airbnb. I usually book it last minute, like on the plane.
Yeah.
So get to DR. I'm trying to like decompress, whatnot. And have y'all been to DR?
Yeah.
I haven't.
But you know, it's like you'll be on the beach and people will come by offering you trips or like trying to sell you a parasail or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like tourist activities. So I'm laying on the beach, enjoying my beach time, and somebody comes by like selling parasail activities. And I was like, no, but what about a strip club? Are there those open? I know it's COVID, but are there strip clubs?
in COVID are interesting. All the face masks, they look like, the katana
masks
from Mortal Kombat.
That's what I would do if I was a
What
stripper.
strip clubs have y'all? I have not.
I went to
the
Cheetah at the beginning of COVID.
At the beginning of COVID, they were doing that. They let that go pretty quickly.
I would
They're
put my
like,
mask into my costume as a stripper.
They're just wearing extra, masks. mask. Okay, this is an audio thing. Nipple, pussy.
Well, do you remember the one in St. Martin when we couldn't touch the girls?
I get in trouble
so
for
mad.
touching strippers all the time. Here, too.
That goes over a lot easier for you than it would for me, I bet.
Yeah, probably. But
like St. Martin, we almost got kicked out of the strip club because Maha was like touching the girls, and apparently because
and throwing money, and they're like, you can't do that. No.
And the girl was like taking up for you. She was like, no, let her throw money, please.
Right. No, I'm poor.
Okay, well, I asked the guy about a strip club. He was like, a strip club? And I was like, yeah, a strip club. Fuck, what do you
She's
call
by
this
herself,
in
mind
Spanish?
you.
I'm by myself. I was like, what do you call this in Spanish?
Taiwanese isn't.
And he was like,
isn't working for you.
a putaria. And I'm like, la putaria. Yes.
How hilarious is that name? Because isn't puta like a bitch? So it's like a bitchery?
It literally means
in a package store, it's called a cerveceria. Like it's a beereria.
It's like a taqueria, but for bitches.
Puntaria. So he's like, yeah, I can see what's going on. I'll see what's open. And so we exchange WhatsApp or whatever.
It's a Puerto, I think.
He speaks some Spanish.
Yeah.
Sorry, just trying to help next time we go to DR.
So we exchange WhatsApp, and he's like, I'm gonna contact some people. If I can get the puteria, I'll let you know. I'm like, all right, awesome. So he's a DR guy, and like in DR, I feel like everybody's kind of looking for a green card, so he has like a little edge, whatever. Like I don't know. I felt like I needed a buffer. I had met this other guy on the beach named Nas from like Connecticut, really sweet guy, whatever, like good energy, safe. And so I was like, not saying the DR guys aren't safe. I just feel like, they're just thirsty. Anyway, so I was like, Nas, are you trying to go to the strip club with me tonight? And he was
Puteria?
like, La puteria?
Claro que
sí. And it's funny because like he was Mexican, so he spoke Spanish well and whatnot, but I don't know. He was a nice guy. I call him the buffer. So he's the buffer. He was like, yeah, I'm down. He has a rental car and whatnot. And I was like, all right, so what is it called? COVID has curfew. Jesus Christ. So curfew was like at 9 at the time. And they started doing roadblocks and whatnot after 9. I was like, well, shit, we got to go early to the strip club. So the guy hits me on WhatsApp and comes and gets us. We take Nas's car, the buffer's car. We take it to the strip club. It's probably like 7 o'clock. And I'm like, all right, we'll stay till 8:30. We'll leave the strip club, get back to the Airbnb. By 9, everything will be fine. Well, y'all know how the strip club is.
It's like a black hole of time. You can be in there for like 12 hours.
It's like a time
There's
warp.
no curfew in the strip club.
No windows. There's no like.
Right. God, I used to spend like 12-hour stretches in Follies. Like,
well, you had Thanksgiving there.
Yeah.
Follies is one of the darkest to me.
Yeah,
it is.
I love Follies. Forget what time it is.
Definitely. I've shut it down.
Time travel.
I've gone for lunch and shut it down like way too many times. But,
not 12 hours, Maha.
Yeah. No, last time I went to Pinups, I went to fucking the farmer's market, had a car full of groceries, stopped at Pinups to eat dinner with one of my girlfriends, 2 of the girls, and it was like 5 p.m. ended up at Strokers at 5 a.m. And I was like, what is going on? I have fish in the car.
Fish in the car. That's hilarious.
Time warps.
But anyways, back to the DR strip club.
All right, so we're in the strip club, and there's like this one guy, because it's dead, because it's fucking COVID. So the girls' families were probably starving at this point, because they haven't had clients in forever. So I'm like, all right, I took out $150.
You're doing the Lord's work right there.
I know.
Right, I think so. That's what I like to think. So I took out $150, and I was like, this is going to be my budget.
It's a lot of pesos, I'm sure.
Yeah.
For the strip club, this is going to be my budget. So have my
goes
$150.
A long way in DR.
Right, you would think. But there's this one guy that's kind of running it, and they bring out all the girls because it's really there's like a hotel attached. It's a puteria. It's literally a whorehouse.
It's a bitchery.
So can you buy a drink in this establishment?
Yes.
All right.
So I'm buying.
As you're
beers.
dancing too. I think we're still technically a strip club. I don't know.
No, right. It's a strip club.
I mean, our strip clubs here are brothels too.
I've heard you can still have sex with strippers if you ask the right person.
Right.
And,
that's true. That's true. So I'm buying drinks for myself and a lot of the strippers because why not? And the drunker I'm getting, I have like this alter ego.
What's her name?
Charlie. And Charlie is a degenerate.
Sounds like a philanthropist, but
she's like a scumbag asshole. She sells dreams. Like she tells girls that she likes girls. I don't like girls.
Not this inner subconscious.
No, but I really don't. I just like to sell. I sell dreams to the boys too. It's fine. And then I just continue about my life. So anyway.
You're not a sexist dream salesman.
Right. Dream salesman.
Sandman. So anyway, I've got a girl in my lap and she's dancing for me and I'm spending my $150. I'm buying drinks, but there's this one guy that's like over all of it basically because it's slow. And there's maybe like 3 other guys in the corner and me and the buffer over here and the guy that took us. And
what kind of dreams does Nas have? Buffer.
The buffer is having fun. He's got like 2 girls in his lap. He's having a grand old time.
Great dreams.
Yeah, great
Wet dreams.
Right. But yeah, so I've got a girl in my lap. She's giving me a lap dance. They're playing like pop music. And I'm like, the guy that's running it all, he's the DJ. He's bringing us drinks. I think he brought us the hookah too. Like he's doing everything. He's like a one-man show.
Take his clothes off and dance by the end of the night too.
So I was calling him Fetty Wap to my buffer because he had one eye.
Wait a minute.
Right. He had like a glass eye. And so I was like, where the fuck is Fetty with our drinks? Where's Fetty Wap? Why is Fetty Wap playing this right now? He thinks I'm white. He thinks I like to listen to Miley Cyrus. So between me and the buffer, right? He comes over to deliver drinks. And the buffer's like, yeah, bro, she thinks you look like Fetty Wap.
Oh my gosh, Buffer, wow.
I know, Buffer threw her under the bus.
Oh, you said the buffer was safe.
Right.
They were friends.
He was innocent. It was innocent, probably.
So I like lean forward to Fetty Wap and I'm like, he looks nothing like Fetty Wap apart from his glass eye. Right. And I'm like, I really don't think you look like Fetty Wap. You just have the glass eye.
This is crazy.
Would that be so bad to look like Fetty?
No, he's cute.
Yeah.
But I was like, but he just didn't at all. And he's probably like, oh, this white bitch thinks we all look alike. It's fine. No, it's really just the glass eye. I was like, but I felt kind of, but I was like, but I think it's kind of sexy though.
There you go, selling dreams.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's Charlie.
There she is in all her fucking douchebag glory. And he was like, oh yeah? And I was like, yeah, can you pop it out for me?
You're insane.
This motherfucker
popped it right on out.
Making eye contact with me with the one eye like salaciously.
Oh,
and the other one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's aiming it just right. Mona Lee seeing you.
Oh my God. So yeah, so he goes off, he puts his eye back in and disappears. And she's bad too. She's beautiful. Rosa's in my lap. I'm over
Two
here
eyes
selling,
on this
two
one.
eyes. Two eyes. I'm over here
Better.
selling her dreams and like what she's selling me dreams too, pretending like she's lesbian. She's not fucking lesbian.
You
she
dream
just wants
saleswoman.
money. Yeah. So anyway, Fetty Wap comes back over and he was like, so mind you, at this point I've blown my 150 and they're taking my card at this point. So I'm like probably like 200 in. So he comes up and he's like, so Rosa, if you want to take her home, it's $200.
American.
And then he leans in. He's like, but me, I'm free.
Yeah.
With the eye.
And I'm like, sir, I don't know if you know how this works, but Rosa has pussy. She has poom poom that usually costs money. And I do too. But I'm not for sale, so I'm like, I'm good on that. Thanks for your offer.
Pay for
sir.
dick.
Yeah, we don't pay for dick or even take it for free.
Especially.
Like, come on. But yeah, so needless to say, curfew was coming up. So we're like, okay, we have to leave.
Yeah, hell or ass.
Right, we have to leave. We've been there like an hour and a half. And it was like 10 minutes till curfew. And we're like, oh, fuck. And then like the one I show, he was like, hey, it's okay. You can stay as long as you want. Apparently he was her pimp and as well as the bartender as well as every
bartender, the hookah girl.
There's many hats.
Right.
One of them is silly with a feather.
He was trying to get me to get like a room attached to the fucking strip club. I'm like, no, bro, I'm not staying at a brothel. Like, I'm good. Right.
It's not that deep.
I have an Airbnb. It's way nicer.
I fly for Spirit. I'm bougie.
It's not that deep.
So needless to say, he was like, stay as long as you want. We'll escort y'all home.
Escort, huh?
Right, right.
Sure you will
Right.
escort us.
So I was like drunk at that time. So I'm like, fuck it, Buffer, you want to stay? And he was like, yeah, we can stay longer. So anyway, it's like 2 a.m. I don't know how much.
Are you calling him Buffer to his face or no?
No, I don't. Yeah, no. I don't think so. I mean, I could have been. It was
Maybe.
Charlie.
Right.
I'm not sure. I was drunk at that point. So anyway, it's probably like 2 a.m. when we finally leave.
Damn, 7 o'clock.
I
to
just
2
was counting that in my
a.m.
head. I was
Time
like,
travel.
Right.
Twilight Zone. And I've already exchanged WhatsApps with Rosa. Like, we've already exchanged the WhatsApp. I was like, I'm coming back in 2 weeks. Girl, I've not been back since. The dreams
Have
I
you guys
fell.
exchanged
Take
any
you to
WhatsApp
America with
messages? I
me.
don't want to spoil.
Oh, wait.
We'll get there.
Oh,
So-
foreshadowing.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're about to leave and they're like, you owe $20 more. And I'm like, bro, I just spent like $300. No, you're not running my card again. I'm not doing the. So we were like walking out, just not thinking anything of it. Like, fuck that. We're not paying 20 for what? You've already overcharged us for the beers, whatever. So we get in the car and we're about to drive off. They come running down the stairs and Fetty Wap is like, you're going to get stopped by the police. We're going to escort you home. And I was like, oh shit. All right, cool. So I guess they don't care about the 20. Gets in his friend's car, escorts us back to like the area, the touristy area where the Airbnb and stuff is. We get stopped at like 2 road stops. So clearly like they have like a little thing with the police. Like
Yeah.
people are at the brothel. Just
Like, no, we're just leaving the brothel, so curfew does not apply.
Yeah,
fuck COVID.
basically.
I mean,
Yeah. So we make it back. But the Buffer, his Airbnb was like downtown and they couldn't escort him that far. And I was like, thank God I have the sunroom. So like I shove him off in the sunroom and I go up to the rooftop to star watch, of course, because I told you I like to get rooftops and whatnot. So I'm on the rooftop star watching. End up falling asleep. Wake up the next morning to these WhatsApp messages from Rosa. Oh, child. Because she thinks I'm lesbian. And she was like, it's okay.
She's trying to get that green card.
Yeah, she was. But she was like, the night before, she was like, it's okay. You don't have to pay. I can still come there. Like, trying to just come,
oh wow,
whatever. Like,
throwing the pussy at her.
or she might have been, I don't know, she could have robbed. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, I wake up to those messages and then pictures of her pussy juice spread across her fingers.
Rosa.
Like real close up?
Rosa. You can like describe it in detail.
what
When
were
I
actions
tell you
on?
my stomach turned, I'm like, oh God, that's really gross. Damn.
She's like,
What
definitely
would
not a
Charlie
lesbian.
say?
Definitely not a lesbian. Who am I? Jesus Christ. But
Damn, Charlie.
Yeah.
What did Rosa say?
What you mean?
What I mean, what were the
language
rules?
was it in?
Well, it was like in
Spanglish?
Spanglish. Yeah,
Love
because her English wasn't great. My
Just like, I
Spanish
miss
isn't
you.
great.
Y'all
Like,
met in the
I
middle,
want
except
you.
for
Yeah, we
sexually.
did. We did. It was cool. It was cool. She still WhatsApps me every once in a while.
Or did it come with photos?
Right.
Yeah, she's bad. We follow each other on Instagram.
Oh,
She had
Oh my
like a
gosh.
dutiful liker. Like just you can count on her to like her post.
She likes every post.
I don't know. I don't pay
What about
attention.
Fetty Wap? Did y'all exchange numbers and stuff
well,
too?
the WhatsApp, he got it from Rosa because that's his. Like, he's
His bitch.
Yeah.
I think he has access to Rose's
Bottom
phone.
bitch. Right.
He'll like WhatsApp me and I just ignore. I don't ignore all the men's WhatsApps from overseas. Like if you get my WhatsApp, I will never ever
Right.
fucking respond to you ever. But it was
Sounds
cute
like your
try.
WhatsApp's gay.
Right.
Oh man.
Damn, Rosa.
My WhatsApp just wants green cards.
I like Rosa.
I feel bad for
sweet.
Rosa.
She was adorable.
Let's 90 Day Fiance her and bring her over.
Right.
Poor Rosa.
She was cute too.
I'm glad.
If you're ever in Punta Cana,
Hit up Rosa.
Yeah.
hit up Rosa.
She's
adorable.
at the bitcheria.
When you woke up the next morning, Buffer was just like, "All right, peace, I'm out."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you ever talk to Buffer anymore? Or what?
We follow each other on Instagram too.
She puts a V in front of everything. The Instagram, the
Well,
Facebook,
didn't
the
the face
Walmart.
that was
It was the
situation.
Facebook
It was the
technically.
Facebook,
yes.
right.
She's just official.
I'm just glad they escorted you all back to safety.
They did.
Yeah.
We were really about to just drive off. Luckily, we didn't because we would have gotten arrested because there was literally like 2 or 3 roadblocks.
No, it's crazy.
Well, maybe we can like chat Rosa up one day.
I'm definitely about to check out this Instagram.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to know her
Yeah, you
Instagram.
should. I mean, I also have video of her like ass clapping in my lap. Kind of. Yeah, what's the funny part about the strip club there? Like you gave them the money and then they exchanged it out for like their own personal strip club dollar bills.
Oh my gosh.
It was like US dollar bills, but like with like the strip club name.
Y'all heard about Usher doing that recently,
Oh,
right? He
hell
threw up
no.
all these Usher bucks at the
So I was like, oh, you want me to spend all of the money I have here? I see, because I can't. Yeah.
You can't do anything with that other than spend it there.
Wow, so that means the women can't directly pocket that money either.
Yeah. That's probably why.
That's fucked
You should have
up.
snuck her.
That's
Betty
fucked up.
White knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's so good. That means he gets all the money and then just
Wow.
pays them out.
And he probably fucks him with that exchange rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm sure.
Wow.
The exchange rate's probably
Right.
horrible.
I think it's
He is controlling.
Pizzeria
That's
pesos are not the same
wild.
thing as
He's
regular
controlling.
pesos.
Not that he owns the strip club, the hotel, and has his own money
Right.
flight. Wow.
DJs.
I never
Oh
thought
my
of that. That's
gosh.
He
definitely
works
what
hard
it
for
is.
his money.
Damn.
Yeah, now we gotta go back.
You gotta go save her.
We gotta
Does
go
it have,
save
do you
Rosa.
remember the name of the
Look, I love
establishment?
saving hoes. It's like it's my passion.
Do you know the name of the bitcheria?
I could probably look it up.
We'll add it.
We
in
gotta go
post.
save Rosa.
Yeah. That'll be the next episode.
Somewhere near Drink Point down in downtown.
Wow.
So that could be a trip. One day we get big and popping. We'll take a trip to DR.
And go find
I mean,
Rosa.
I told her I was bringing back all of my rich friends.
We're gonna
Money
have
on her.
return characters.
It's one of the dreams I sold.
Great.
Damn, now I'm like, who got my $300?
Fucking Fetty Wap.
Fatty
Yeah.
Wap.
Right.
That was
And honestly, he worked for it. He did a lot that night, it
He
sounds
did
like.
pop his eyeball out. No, and then he FaceTimed me. I was having like a kickback at the house with my friends there, and he FaceTimed on WhatsApp, and I was like, this motherfucker, like, I've not even answered none of your WhatsApps. And my friend was like, fuck that, answer it. I'm gonna make him pop his eye out again.
Oh my gosh.
He did it again.
Oh! Not over
Oh my
FaceTime.
he earned every bit of that
I'm
$300.
telling you.
God, we should FaceTime him right now.
We could. I'm sure he would
He would
answer.
answer 100%.
Can we try it? Come on.
Put Rose on the phone.
I know.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, get up that WhatsApp.
Look, last time, whenever he FaceTimed me and popped his eye out again, he was like, Rosa is mad at you. You did not come back to see her.
Oh, poor Rosa.
If only I were really lesbian.
That was a good story, Anna.
That was. Was the rest of your trip a lot less eventful than that?
That was
Than
night
before
one.
the trip and the strip club?
That was night 2.
Out of
Yeah, okay. 4. It was a short trip.
okay, well,
It
Got
was
off to a-
uneventful. The strip
got off to a
club
quick
was
start.
Because I was
And
by
you saved their
myself. I
life.
was by myself.
You saved someone's life.
Yep, you did.
I'm like, what should I do by
Ruined some
myself?
dreams.
Go to the whorehouse. I don't know.
What's a good solo activity? I know. The bitcheria. Oh, man.
Oh, we always go to the strip clubs.
We
out
do,
of
we
country,
do.
though.
Yeah, foreign strip clubs are fun. It's always a good time.
Good way to
At
experience the
Airbnb in
culture.
Luxor one time, and we went to like the.
A Middle Eastern strip club? I've
Yes.
never done that. I didn't
Well,
know
I
those-
mean, it wasn't
no,
like,
those are full on, like,
Yeah.
what are they called? Cabarets, they call them, right?
and it was like
What's
girls
the
with, like,
distinction between
it
a?
just sounds classier, I believe.
Okay.
But I was the
don't know.
only
Just
woman in there.
semantics.
Oh,
other
yeah,
than
I'm
and then
sure,
people
like,
were looking at me
women
like
do
I
not
was
go in there.
crazy. Too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Middle East, dude.
But they were doing the things.
It's like burlesque and
yeah,
stuff,
it wasn't
kind
like
of like.
nipples. It
I
was
didn't even know
just-
they had strip clubs.
It's not really a strip club, but
They
it's
just
Oh,
show,
you
they
know
just
what?
show
Yeah.
boobs.
Yeah,
they don't even really show nips. It's just like
the one I
skin.
went to in France.
Like, ooh, ankles.
Yeah.
like
Like
ooh,
Dirty Horse or
cleavage
something.
and
Yeah.
ooh belly and
What about France?
I'm just saying that they showed nipples.
Well, that's not the Middle East.
No, it was
The
another
French
cabaret.
don't-
Another
Okay.
Yeah, I was
cabaret.
about to be
Yes.
like when St. Martin was all the
What-
naked beaches.
We didn't go to Moulin Rouge. We heard that you should go to El Crazy Horse.
Well, the French love to be naked. All the nude beaches on the French side of St. Martin were French. That was repetitive, but anyways, yeah.
We understood.
Well, Anna, we hope to bring you back next time, and hopefully you'll bring Rosa.
Right.
Go do some more crazy shit just so you can come back and give us another story.
Well, get me into crazy shit. You're my travel partner.
That's true. That's true.
You're a what do you call it? Fly friend?
Companion, yeah.
You're not a fly friend.
Fly friend.
This is not fly
That's
friend.
what it's called.
So Spirit has a program.
Fly friend.
Full of shit.
You have a vested interest, is my point.
I definitely do, yes. So, Spirit, don't fire her.
Ever.
I mean, people go to strip clubs. It's normal. I didn't do anything.
Right.
Super outlandish.
Trip on CBD. That's
I
also
didn't
true.
do it. It was
Right,
friends in my house. I don't do drugs.
None of us do.
Well, Anna, go ahead and say bye to our listeners. Or did you want to go last? Or do you want to play a game?
Should we play a game? Did we? We kind of got the game out of the way before we started recording.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I remember. It's the would you rather kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Or would you, I guess.
I don't know.
Not really a rabbit.
I don't know if is it appropriate? I don't know.
Kind of matches the
All right,
story.
guys. So, right. My question was, to men, if you could suck your own dick, would you? And to women, if you could eat your own pussy, would you? Like, if that was a normal thing that, like, everybody could do, it's not like all of a sudden at 36 you discovered you could do it. But, like...
You've been doing it since, like, 12.
Or, no, just, like, it's something that everybody has the ability to do. You know what I mean?
Like, it was just as easy to reach as any other part of your body.
Exactly. Just, like, as easy as, like, masturbating in other ways. Would you? now nobody wants to answer.
Oh, I thought we were asking her
I
again.
feel like if that was like normal, I would be much more apt to hook up with Rosa.
Like, I'm great at eating pussy. I do it all the time.
I don't know if that holds true, though, because, you know, I've masturbated, but I don't walk around giving hand jobs to, you know.
That's true.
I don't think it's acclimated me to it.
I'm not fingering girls either.
It's a
Like,
logical argument.
She pretends to. Charlie.
Right. Charlie.
that.
Charlie might. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, Charlie might.
Charlie's a liar, y'all.
Charlie. We know what
She
Charlie's
gets
answer
in
would
the
be.
situation, and then she's like, whoop.
Just kidding.
Just cat
Scurry
off.
off.
Scurry off like a scared one. I was lying.
I think
I do
earlier
that
I
too.
said that I would, like, lick it. I don't know if I would go full throttle.
I'd have to
And then
try
I
it
said,
out.
you
I
give
might be
yourself a
terrible at it,
half-ass-
but-
Yeah, you would give
Cunninglyness.
yourself sorry.
I think it's like a, ooh.
Like a light tickle.
like, ooh, I did it. Okay, done.
She
Okay,
knows what she
Elma.
likes. She knows what she
Right,
likes.
Elma. I would just feel so
Gosh, that's
ashamed.
hilarious.
I'd have to deal with back pain. I think I'd be all in. So
Ian apparently can already do it. But the back pain stands in the way.
it would not be an
of the
enjoyable blowjob.
enjoyment.
Yeah, I don't think
Just
so.
stretch, like maybe like yoga.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
and we should be asking a yogi this question.
Yeah, we're gonna look this up on Pornhub later, but
I'm sure it's
yeah,
on.
together as a group, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna look at Rosa's ass clapping,
Yeah, we're definitely looking at
and yeah,
And picking out
tune into the
Airbnb.
after show.
For visuals.
Like BET Uncut of our podcast.
I don't know if you would consider that story midnight love, though.
T-shirt with no
It
panties
was
on.
after curfew. That's
You gotta sign in for the
That was
Patreon
true.
page. You gotta
Right.
pay.
Clapping on a handstand.
It'll be on our OnlyFans,
OnlyFans.
right? Our Airbnb, our Once Upon A BNB OnlyFans. But-
Footage from our guests.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to Once Upon A BNB. This is Maha F Baby.
I'm Ansley.
I'm Ian.
Guess I'm Charlie.
Until next time.
Bye, guys.